Of New Orleans. Yella, you first. Please explain to me why Jerry Jones did not get a deal done with CeeDee Lamb before camp started.
Oh, man, that's something we all got to ask Jerry. We playing the waiting game like everybody else. We can't have no excuses for this type of behavior. Hopefully it's just the lawyers taking time with their negotiations and whatever the case may be. But, I mean, I'm just as clueless as you. I mean, there's nothing that we can speak for on that type of situation.
I don't think lawyers have been involved. I don't think they're even negotiating yet. I think Jerry's just stonewalling him.
Yeah, and that makes it even worse. CeeDee didn't board the plane, that makes it even worse. So we all stuck with the question mark right now. And like I say, we can't just defend nothing. We all clueless and trying to see, like, what's going on. This really going to dictate the season and how everything going to go, really. I honestly can't see CeeDee, like, not getting it done before then. But as of right now, we all got the stone face.
Got to get it done.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for you, Yellow, man. You look so deflated, man. Defeated.
I'm beat up,
man. You're defeated right now, man. It's sad.
Yeah.
So sad to see.
So, Alan, you got any ideas?
I mean, I'm used to coming out here saying in typical Cowboy fashion, but in untypical Cowboy fashion, they just ain't trying to pay. I mean, this is like the exact opposite of being all in. They came in talking about they was all in. They've done anything but. You would assume all in means taking care of one of your top three players. He's put the production in. Even the biggest Cowboy detractors would tell you that the man's game speaks for itself. He's been productive. He was eligible. He was extension eligible 2 years ago. What does he do? He comes in and is an all-pro NFL player, comes in the second year, statistically one of the top five. The wide receiver position is a position that's trending upwards.
Yeah.
You could argue it's one of the top three positions in the game right now. Him and AJ share the same agent. AJ Brown got $32 million. I just think he's looking for something in between that and Justin Jefferson. He definitely deserves it. But it's been the exact opposite of all in. Maybe they got this elaborate plan or scheme that's above our head that we don't know yet, because it almost seems like they got to know something that we don't. But right now, they got to get it done. I mean, the guy deserves his money. And for y'all's sake, y'all better hope y'all get it done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all, I don't have a problem with CeeDee sitting out of camp and staying home wherever he's at, Oklahoma, Dallas, island somewhere, relaxing, chilling. I don't have a problem with it at all. As I said to you, Skip, before, he deserves his money. They should be paying him his money, and he shouldn't take a dime less than Justin Jefferson.
Agreed.
Period.
Agreed.
Not 1 cent less on the guaranteed money side of Justin Jefferson. If you want to give it all to me in 1 year, great. You want to give it to me in 5 years, I'm fine with that too. But I'm not taking a dime less to Justin Jefferson because my production speaks for itself. You know what type of player I am. I'm the Lone Ranger of the receiving corps. I'm the guy. When you throw the football, you're only throwing it to one person, and he wears 88. So you got to pay him. I have no idea, like you say, maybe there's some sort of elaborate plan that all of a sudden they're going to sign all three guys in one time, and they all going to stand up there with their jerseys and smile. I don't know, but I know one thing. You start the season without him in the starting lineup, you just lost your season.
It's going to be bad. Yeah.
So, Yella, think about this. Our Dallas Cowboys, after Jerry said we're all in through the offseason, we gave a grand total of $3 million to Eric Kendricks out of Minnesota to reunite with Mike Zimmer, our new coordinator. And then we gave all of $2 million to bring back Zeke. So we've spent on free agents $5 million. And I've watched Philadelphia spend hundreds of millions of dollars to not only go get him and him and him and him, but to re-sign and shore up everybody, him and him and him and him. They're done. And Howie Roseman has beaten the curve every time and paid somebody before it was time to pay him so that the meter didn't keep running and he had to compete with everybody else. So, Yella, what does that do to your Cowboy-loving soul?
It really burns me up because, like, why everybody else can get paid but our players? And like you said, like, it don't make sense. You could have done Dak last year. You could have done CeeDee this year. It would have, like you say, it would have slowed up the meter. We would have had a lot of cap space to bring in a different player. You bring in a coordinator, he's bringing in his people. Like, we have to take care of what's out. Like, this man had a crazy season last year. Him and Dak performed together like it's the duo. You get what I'm saying? Like, how could you not want to start the season with that? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
confused and just like I don't even know what's going on at this moment.
I think they spent $17 million in total through the whole free agent. It makes so little sense. It almost makes you wonder that something has to be brewing. Like something got to be going on. This ain't even typical for them. You know,
exactly. Like
they're normally paying it.
Like,
Man, I feel so bad.
It's like 8 and 9 season. That's what it is.
you know how it's one of them times where you want to
9 and
come defend some people, but you just kind of like speechless, like where you don't really know what to say. Like you come in with the splash and you just want to say, I don't even know what to say on this. It's just
Agreed.
like,
Especially when he's been as productive. He's been consistent. Like we say, he was extension eligible, still showed out.
Gentlemen, we got to leave it there. We will try again next week to figure out Gerald Wayne Jones Jr. But up next, guess what we're talking about?
I don't think he truly wants to get dealt, and I think we're seeing that because of him coming into camp. And I don't think he has leverage to get dealt because they, in essence, have 2 more seasons they can keep him there. However, I think he has leverage to demand a bigger deal and to just sit out and stay there because of what he does on the field for them and how close they are to winning. And they know if they mess this up, if they do deal him away, they're going to be that much further back from the pack.
And here's what I'm going to say before I hand it to you, Skip. I know for a fact I'm 100% correct every single time I say this. When an athlete tells a team that they don't want to be there, they move them. The problem is when you go in, at that point, but think about it. You talk about James Harden, regardless of how James got moved, regardless of what he did and burned down the building, regardless, when you tell a team, I don't want to play for you, I want to be traded, they will eventually move your ass.
Kobe Bryant went on the radio here.
But
that
that's
was
different.
Real. He went on the radio
so
here in LA
though.
and asked for a trade.
That's so different. You're dealing with Dr. Bus. It's just different. The Lakers situation is way. I knew you was gonna say Kobe. That's just different. That's a different situation.
The man went on the radio.
It's different though. Rachel was Kobe. He's hot-headed right now. Just calm down. It's Dr. Bus. Just chill.
Okay. So when you were in your situations, there was no such thing as social media.
No.
So Brandon Ayuk has been all over social media with a lot of barking and a lot of huffing and puffing. I'm going to blow your house down, 49ers. And they're like, no, because it came off to me as a little immature and empty threats. And Jerry Jones has a favorite phrase, your tolerance for ambiguity, meaning what's your risk-reward tolerance? Like when you had your rep call Bill Parcells, you're ready to go, man. Like
Bill knew.
There was no threatening just because deep down you want Bill to tell you how much he loved you and that there's no way he's going to move you. And no, you were done, and you made that clear through your representative to a coach who really knew what you're made of. And he's like, okay, we're out. We will figure this out. It has been clear to me that Brandon Ayuk wants to be a 49er. He loves playing there. He lives for it, and it feels right to him. And so he's doing all this blustering over here and all this social media. And John Lynch is just saying, wake me up when it's time to do this deal, because they will get this done at some point, I think, probably sooner than CeeDee's deal, because I'm with you. I think they're probably pretty close.
They got to be.
And when he walks in the door of training camp, it's over. Your tolerance for ambiguity is done. You're telling them, let's just get this done. And you can't tell me that it didn't resonate in the very back of Brandon Ayuk's mind. With the 31st overall pick in the last draft, they took Ricky Pearsall out of Florida. And I watched Florida 3 or 4 times, and he never caught my eye where I said, oh, wow, I see a flash. But he ran 4.4, and now he's got a hamstring issue.
I was going to say, now he's not
okay.
playing. I think that works in Ayuk's favor.
But still, it's not like he's out for the year.
Yeah.
So they sent a little message of, well, we got another young guy, and maybe our offense is so good because